In the year 2001, the Enron scandal shocked the world with its magnitude and audacity. This corporate scandal involved one of the largest energy companies in America, Enron Corporation, and exposed a web of deceit and corruption that had far-reaching consequences. It not only led to the downfall of Enron, but also resulted in criminal charges against several high-ranking executives. The Enron Scandal was a landmark event that forever changed the landscape of corporate America. Enron was founded in 1985 by Kenneth Lay and quickly rose to prominence as a leader in the energy industry. The company engaged in various operations, including energy trading and providing electricity and natural gas to customers. However, behind its facade of success, Enron had been engaging in fraudulent practices to manipulate its financial statements and deceive investors and the public. Enron's fraudulent activities primarily revolved around off-balance sheet transactions and accounting loopholes. These deceptive practices allowed Enron to inflate its revenues and hide its mounting debt. The company created special-purpose entities, SPEs, to keep its debt off the books, presenting a false picture of financial health to investors and creditors. Through complex accounting schemes, Enron manipulated its earnings and misled stakeholders. The deceitful practices employed by Enron eventually caught the attention of journalists and regulators. The revelation of these fraudulent activities marked the beginning of the end for Enron. On December 2, 2001, the company filed for bankruptcy, becoming the largest corporate bankruptcy in American history at that time. The aftermath of the Enron scandal was nothing short of chaos. Thousands of employees lost their jobs, retirement savings were wiped out, and investors faced massive financial losses. The scandal also led to significant legislative and regulatory changes aimed at preventing similar corporate fraud in the future. The securities and accounting practices of public companies came under intense scrutiny, and the establishment of the Sarbanes-Oxley Act in 2002 marked a turning point in corporate governance and accountability. Numerous lawsuits were filed against Enron, its executives, and its auditors in the wake of the scandal. Shareholders, employees, and other stakeholders sought compensation for their losses and held those responsible accountable. The lawsuits were complex and extensive, spanning years and involving a multitude of legal battles. One of the most notable lawsuits arising from the Enron scandal was the case against Arthur Andersen LLP, Enron's accounting firm. Arthur Andersen was charged with obstruction of justice for destroying documents related to the Enron audit. The firm was found guilty in 2002, leading to its dissolution and removal from the roster of certified public accounting firms authorized to audit public companies. Another significant lawsuit involved Enron's former CEO Jeffrey Skilling and its former chairman Kenneth Lay. Skilling faced charges of conspiracy, fraud, insider trading, and lying to auditors. Lay was also charged with various counts of fraud and conspiracy. In 2006, both Skilling and Lay stood trial, and in May 2006, they were found guilty on multiple charges. However, the legal battles did not end there. The years following the scandal saw numerous civil lawsuits against Enron's executives and directors, seeking compensation for the financial losses incurred as a result of their actions. Many of these lawsuits were eventually settled, with Enron's executives agreeing to pay millions of dollars in restitution. The Enron scandal left an indelible mark on corporate America and the financial industry as a whole. It exposed the dangers of unchecked corporate power and highlighted the need for increased transparency, accountability, and ethical conduct. The fallout from the scandal also led to the demise of Arthur Andersen, once considered one of the most prestigious accounting firms in the world. The Enron scandal serves as a cautionary tale and a reminder of the importance of upholding integrity in business. It serves as a catalyst for change in corporate governance practices and regulatory oversight. The effects of the Enron scandal continue to reverberate throughout the business world and serve as a constant reminder of the potential consequences of greed and unethical behavior.